Wahącicige and the Buffalo Woman. Wahącicige kaike te washio. When the orphan's mother and father died, he dwelled with his sister. Tenan wahanin ke inda antan ida te ye e hon o tena we itawi he. His sister married a man who was a very excellent marksman. Antan itawi he kanan an nika be ani an he atapa kashia nika kidio. And when he went hunting, he brought back a deer on his back. Antan hinan akide tabide tan e hon akikidi anta akimonda. And the orphan said surprisingly, "Oh sister, my sister's husband is coming home bringing something on his back." Ike wahanin ke iya hoatan owi he witahan ta ti tikide akikidi tan wakishon akimonda. I will eat some very fat meat. And when he reached home, she took the fat wrapped around the kidneys, having pulled it out of the animal, and she gave it to the orphan with the liver. Tamin ke da te kishon washin he, e shon etiki e han dishete wikidi, odobi tan wingashi shikawaka nijo ika, anin tan distoe na enan ashiti okajite wajuta, antan ehan garana enan teta wahani kewe pute. Eat that, you true desire fat. When you finish eating, she said, go and wash the field. Date she ji ede shikonta washin, jinan, dishitan, date tan iyenin, de antan atan we owe tan. And then he ate and departed to the fields. He departed very sad, and when the man reached the field, he stood on a tree and said, "Ye birds, come ye to devour the corn in the field? E shona antan e karata antan ide teta owe. E hon ide nan te shike he. E shon nikanin ke ki nan owe tan katan aki an he antan iya ji washinka ji we ji ta karashnin watan shike keti away." When it was night, he went homeward. Eshon home akide tikide. When it was morning again, his sister's husband was bringing home a deer on his back. Atan anani osanate shinon itahan anin akikidi tan tikide anta akimonda. Ho ho, oh sister, my sister's husband is bringing home a deer on his back. Ho ho, o we he, witahan ta, akikadi tan tikade anta akimonda. This once I will eat a piece of very fat meat, said he. De, he non sting tamin ke date an hepe, okaje washin he, iye none. She did so again, having taken the fat wrapped around the kidney, she gave it to him with the liver. Ehan ekan shanon, anin tan bidi she ye te wakidi. Odobi tan wingashi shikawaka nijo ika ehan garana ki she we pute. Eat that, the fat piece you truly desire. And she said, and go and attend to the field. Date she washin te hepe ede shikon ta antan iye ning da antan eti oihe tan ta owe. It was thus 4 times, like 4 days. Antan and ananin kan he told wa in hamba wa told wa. On the 4th day, she said, "Sit here and take care of things. We will go to see the fields." And when he was alone in the lodge, the orphan lay sound asleep. Asi hamba ito wa iye ning kinin dedo ta akiton we wa kaje te anko de ide owe tan e shon e hon ani pakada ke ti wa han ning kitan jo karajan. And a very beautiful woman arrived there very suddenly and roused him by pulling at him. Antan an otasha hi washo eti ki nashida hi antan wadishi na ki ion okaske tan ki ti. Arise, why do you sleep? Said she. Gita horajion jan iyenan. And when he arose, she said, "You ought to eat a piece of those very fat parts of meat. Why do you not eat one? Though you say, so it is my sister's." Eshon ehon gitaye iye ning, da ini hon, tada te an hebeokaje shiba, washin he hebeokaje jo, hora jion, data shi min, enite ishe kan, enan ta wihe. I am afraid to eat it, lest she scorn me, he said. And she said, cut off a part with a knife and eat it. But the boy said, though you say so, I am unwilling. Na an pe tadate enan naha ehan ihosha wiye iyening. Antan iyening pashe antan date enan ere sheto ke iya enite ishe kan obidi shake. And the woman stood and cut off part of the best piece, just the size for one person to eat. Ike washio naji antan kaspeo kaji te atapa kashia hepe. He naska te aje mi nikashika tadate. She roasted it. Having given it to the boy, she said, eat it. And the woman made the slice that she cut off, just as it has been, restoring what she took from the piece of meat. Han bashanan enan anin tan gara na enan ta sheto te iye nin date enan ka ike washyo kayeye ka te she ehan pa oko ti hi ego enan anin hian kikin tan tatan ehan hebe te okaje tatoka. And it was thus again 4 times, like 4 days. And when the woman went home, she made her trail very plain. Antan ananin kashinon hito wain to wa hambawa eshan washyonin kadenin tikide ehan kayeye etasikda wadishtahi. And the boy went following her trail. He walked throughout the day. And at length, when he arrived there very late in the evening, behold, there was a very good lodge, a whitened lodge. Ka ike shetodenin asian he etasikda. E home manin ye iashiti hamba antan eshanhi hinan etiki obaha hi keti pashede anda fe eti ninke an hotan hi ti an waskahati. And when he entered, behold, it was the woman who was sitting there. Shane home pinan anda fe and ananin washyonin ke beanin ninke ti. And she was sitting on a very good couch, and she gave him a small wooden bowl filled very full with pounded and dried buffalo meat. Antan ehan anin kanin aki an hotan hi omin she antan ehan gara na ki an shika jan oshi obiski hi we pena antan tadokate. And when she gave it to him, he sat thinking, I have been very hungry. How shall it be possible for me to get filled? And the woman said, no, eat at any rate. You shall surely have enough. Eshanehan gara na enantaki, ehon kanin ye iniyan anta fi nan pehi, hora ekan te nihon, we are j ta di she, wikipi ka ye, ka ike washyo iya, hon shi, date enan koishon e, die conte de ibanan. And when he ate it and was filled to repletion, he still left some in a small bowl, and he gave back the small bowl to the woman. And at night he lay down, she having made an excellent couch and pillow too. Eshane hon karata enan, antan anin oshita kikintan, ehon ishon de kishon keti oshishika. Antan ehon gara na shiada oshishika te teta washio. Antan ta hon ehon ajo ehan anin tan kayeye min atapa kashia o min she antan an ipehin enan pa. And it came to pass, as he lay in a sound sleep, that when he awoke in the morning, there was not even a lodge. He was lying on the grass. Antan enan giwe ye tate de ego ehon ajo ti an kara jan ide she nan ehon wadishina ke ti osanate e tinin ke kehite shi ti ke ehon enin jon ihe asimo hi. And this occurred 4 times, like on 4 days, and she was a buffalo woman. Untan de atagiwa na hitowa in aki towa hambawa untan e hun ani un washiote. And when she was pregnant, she was delivered. When she gave birth to the young one, it was born very short, and it was very white all over. Eshande hananin wate jokanan e hananin wakin na hinan gara na idaye teta min shika enananin itare steka hi antan enananin ska hi janiasi. Nishitinike was going, and he arrived there very suddenly. Antan Nishitinike ani akida antan ehon etiki nashadahi. O firstborn daughter of the household, why do you do so? Said he. O we none shiko kajite tikide hon te jion kan iye none. Grandfather, my stomach pains me, she said. At last, my dear little grandchild, her stomach pains her, he said. Itikan, niyawita in te wiye iye ni. Hashian tiwali wita etospa shika eta niya in te eta iye ni. And then when the buffalo calf was born, he stood very white, and Ishinike thrust him suddenly under his robe. And the female buffalo said as follows, "O grandfather, where is your grandchild?" Said she. "It has not yet come forth, grandfather." "Your grandchild did not come forth like before you came?" said she. "Eshonatan nan te shikate ani itare e hon najiska hi antan istinike kionda nashida hi man te ita maninta antan te washio nin ke kinan o itikan haki di tospa iye nan enananin ishon shi giwe tekaha itikan di tospa ekan giwe tekaha eto ha ji giwe ye iye nan." And the woman said this to him again and again, yet Ishtinike continued saying, "There is none." And Ishtinike said, "O firstborn daughter of the household, I will go. It has not yet come forth." And the buffalo woman said, "Grandfather, you do not tell the truth." And Ishtinike departed. Ka ike washio iya de taki shinon antan shinon. Ishon Ishtinike kahawakin na ikiye tan nike hi antan Ishtinike iya. O we none shika okajite tikide bide te. Enanani shi giwe tekaha ka ike te washio nin ke iya itikan jinaha min ke antan Ishtinike ide. And when Ishtinike departed, he went out of sight to a very great distance. When he arrived, he took the buffalo calf, and he sat whipping the buffalo calf with grass. Eshan Ishtinike ide hinan tan in shi ta antapa ikashka de hi. Hinan ti nan e hon hebe te shika te antan e hon kinin ye bikin te tan te shika te we mohi. And he was very white and very excellent. Ha ha, how easily have I done as I wished, they are saying. "We have been deprived of a very fine buffalo calf," said Ishtinike. "Antan e hon anin ska hi, antan atapa kashia hi, ha ha, hola, dinan kanin ke, ye an kaye ye ego an kondana, nike pa ikiye tan an kohi, nike na okaje antapa hi te shika, iya Ishtinike." And the buffalo calf ran around Ishtinike. "Why, O third-born son of the household? Come, come," he continued saying. And the buffalo calf returned to Ishtinike. And the buffalo calf, when he went around him again, ran to a little distance. "Ka ike te shika tan in ye wing ye Ishtinike. Hon tan o ka ke idabani o kajite tikide tiwe e hon kahawakin na ikiye tan. Ka ike te shika kide ta Ishtinike. Ka ike te shika hinan wing ye ki shinon tan in ye ta an ikan shika de shika." "Why, O third-born son of the household, beware lest you run too far. You are my own," said he. When it had been thus 4 times, the 4th time it occurred, he continued running homeward to his mother. And when he seen the case said, "Come back, O third-born son of the household, beware lest you run too far," he departed without stopping at all. Hotan okake idabani okajite tikide na ha tan inan pa koti jinike dinan piyan wita iye nun. Nunanan ani hiyan ka hito wa in te ito wa wida enan atagi wa na e hon kahawakina tani ni tikide ta ita inda e shon istinike iya kiji okake idabani okajite tikide na ha tani enan pa koti e hon ide dike abato tan he. And Istinike went to another place very sorrowful. At length, as the buffalo calf went along, an aged buffalo bull was sitting there, and the aged buffalo bull said as follows, "O third-born son of the household, they took away your mother in this direction. Antan Istinike denin tahati nante shike he, eshan he ego te shika denin apakada min, shake te toka anin kinin eti. Kaike te toka shake kinan o kake idabani okajite tikade disha okoti inda wita ti de kahahida tade de." And they have already taken her down yonder long bluff extending beyond the other bluff in sight. "And my grandchild, you shall go through occasional drops of rain." He said the words to him because he wished to make him strong. And when the buffalo calf departed, there were occasional drops of rain, and when he reached the foot of the bluff again, there were a buffalo bull sitting there. He said, "O third-born son of the household, they have just gone this way with your mother. Daiye shoshi bidisheye eta dayo kota ha stete manashi odikote dakiatin ta kota imanke te manashi odikote otin antan vitospa diekonte akidashida te de karahehe osteokaje nishi iyenin ki ye te taki tan ehon kondana ti kaye ki washikan eshante shika ide koi akiha karahehe osteokaje nishi eshane hon ki si te okashite manashi odikote shinonanin eta ante toka minke iyenin okake idabani okajite tikade ida way he tota way dihan. They have gone to the foot of yonder long bluff extending beyond the other one in sight. You shall go walking through dense mist and rain. He loved him, therefore he said the words to him. Ida way steta si okaje eta ha stete manashi odikote dakiatin tan kotate eshimin otin diekonte de maninin akidashidate akishoka nishiota hide ehon shitade na ki eton iye nan kiye te taki. And when the buffalo bull calf departed, he went walking through dense mist and rain. And when he reached the foot of the bluff, a young buffalo bull, very new, small, of the sort that have very sharp horns, was sitting there. And the young buffalo bull said as follows, "O third-born son of the household, they have just taken your mother this way. Eshante shika ide akide maninin akidashida te akishoka nishi shiota hide eshon ehon kishi te okajite manashi odikote ante toka shika te ko hi shika okajite kon she ye poi hi ki he ani etimin ke ka ike te toka shika kenan okake idabani okajite tikide idawe hi bidishe ye dihan tota." They have gone to the foot of that bluff in sight, the one beyond that nearby. You shall go walking through a very dense fog. And when the buffalo calf departed, he went through a very dense fog. And when he reached the bottom of the bluff, behold, there were a very great many buffaloes. Irawe teta sioka jeshe manashi odikote otin minte kota she kon ha die konte de maninin akidash da te an mashote akishoka hi eshonte shikate ide akide akidash da te an mashote akishoka hi Eshon ehon ki toshi hita tan okajite manashi odikote andafe akiha koi anahite shti hi tiwe. When they sat in a circle, his mother was caused to sit in the center, and they said, Ho ho, the child has come in sight. It knew its loss, therefore it is coming there to you. And behold, a very aged female buffalo, very scrappy, very poor, was sitting with her own calf directly in line with the approaching calf. Apa e kanin ye ti an badoka hion, anin kide, okanin, odi shanti te, antan iyawe ho ho shishika te anin giwe otin, enan pian, enan kan heon da eton enan tahi etidi, Antan anda fe ante washo shakehi atapa hotan shi hi washpani hi anin kanin we eta diyan piyan te shika onin hi ti kan we te shika tachkon tan te. And then when the white buffalo calf reached the aged buffalo woman, he sucked at her breast as he was very hungry. And one said, Let 4 buffaloes start for this one sitting a little ways off. He sucked her breast there. We have come for you. This one at a short distance is your mother, they said. And the buffalo calf was unwilling. When they wished to take him home, they failed, and the 4 went homeward. When they reached home, they said, Leader, we have failed. Unsplintered horns. Go quickly and kill the old woman, he said. And he went there and killed her. Eshon antan tenan te shikaskaki te washyo shake te ehon mashe ego ehon ani napehi antan iyamin te ato wa tiwe ushe ajie de min kinin an shika koshihi ehon mashinin ke koi an kinin giwe diaje min side min sti steka ikanshika de ta di han away ka ike te shikanin kitamin ke shi apa e kondana akanin ti ki tekide dishawi ka ike to wa denin tekide apa e ki tekide iyawe undongon honga ankanin ki hashina jaja te nan shi ki he de ochichi antan te de washio shak nin ke iye nin antan akide giwe antan te de ye eta. And when he wished to take the buffalo calf homeward, he was unable. This one at a short distance is your mother. Let us go home, said he. But the buffalo calf was unwilling, and he reached home, having failed again. Eshon ehon kondana akinin ti te shikate tikide ehon anin dishai min side min sti steka ikanshikade ta dihan unkakide tea iye nan. Ere te shikate anin kitamin ke shi antan ehon eti ki anin tan ki hashina shinon. Leader, we have failed again, he said. And the leader said, Let 4 go there quickly and leave no trace of the female buffalo. And having gone there quickly and leave no trace of the female buffalo, and having gone there quickly, they torn the female buffalo into small pieces, leaving no trace of her. and they took the white buffalo calf homeward, and they took him home to his mother. Nundong honga unkanin kihashina shinon iyenin ka ike undong honga iya tea towa etide ochichi antan adiote honshi apajo okashite te washio antan anin tan hide koi ochichi antan adiote honshi apajo okashite te washio antan anin tan hide koi ochichi da di shapa na te washio te adiote tan honshi apajo okaji eta antan dai hepe te shikaska te tikide antan dai hepe ki tikide ta ita inda. And when they reached home with him, they made him sit with his mother, and they were sitting around her a great many buffaloes. At length, the orphan came in sight of the bluff, having been hunting for his wife up to that time. And the leader said, though your husband has come in sight, you shall sit with a female buffalo just like you. If he recognize you, you shall go home with him. If he does not recognize you, we shall kill him. Eshondai etiki jokide kaya we ki kinin we ita inda antan nika winye eta antapa johihi tiwe eshon hi wahanikitan giwe ye otina si manashi odikote anin tan hi tabade tan agie washio ita ta ne ka ike undong gonha iya tan hi nikadita anigi we otin die konte kanin we ante washio e konjie na han e hon ipa honji die konte kide jokide na han e hon na ha ipa honji te anko titede. And his wife told him by stealth, a female buffalo just like me, they will make sit with me. And when they say, where's your wife? Do you say, that one is she? I will move my right ear. And though they will do likewise with the child, he too will move his right ear, and you shall take him. And they made her sit with a female buffalo just like her. Come, said the leader, take whichever one is your wife. And as he stood looking at them, behold, the woman moved her other ear. Having said that one, he took hold of her. And having done so with the child, it was so again. Antan washio ita oda na ki manditan ante washio e konwie te da kaye knin jowie e shon iyawe haki washio dita hajon ishe she min ta ehan tamin ke shikon shikoka nan ta wita antan tan hi dia te hide idikada tan he ekan nikawe shishika e hon enan pa te shikon shikoka nan ta ita antan die konte di sheki antan kaya ye eta kinin we ante washio ekon et ta giwe iya undong honga te dishe hite iman min ta washio dita antane go e hon naji o te tana tapa anda fe washio nin ke niye eta e shi nan tep nan ta anin tan iya she min e hon hebe dishipa okaje eta antan anin tan kayeye kon nikawe shishika enanin kon shinon. This is my child, said he, and he took him. And the leader said, come, that would do. Go with him. Every sort, come ye all around it. I will go over the earth, said he. The buffalo woman gave birth to 2 calves. They struck their father side as they ran to meet him. Their mother was placed in a row with 3 other white cows. When Wahącicige was directed to identify her, "These speak of dancing with you," said she. When the buffaloes said a while, they went on high. They were flying. They would go to the upper world, said the buffalo woman. Tade shishika wita iye nun, antan e hon hebe ki ka ike, undon honga iya giwe shon in, de joki de, nun kong giwe ji, jani win ye enun, bide te asi manika tan iye nun, te washonin ke wetade ta, ki te shikanon ba, da I, oditin na, ida te, itawe, eta ego da I, tanin ye ta, akipa ki, inda, etawe anin, adaska ye, inande, ti he we, dabanin eshi, teska, nan, Wahącicige anin, apa jona ta, kishide wa eta, deka, iye on, oshatan joji iye nun, tenan tiwe, kinin kan da I aki, monshi da I, giotan, da I te, de, teta, mashie, iya te washyo ninke. The buffalo woman blew a horn saying, "Tee, tee, 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 tee." The buffaloes reached the shores of the great water and was sitting there. Wahącicige arrived, and it came to pass that a lodge of some sort was there. A very aged man sat there. "Yes," said he, "you are very poor. I heard you. The buffaloes have gone across the great water. Shut your eyes and make a stride, and you shall cross the great water. Te wash your nin ke beyond na unhead, iki a ton. Ti, 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 ti. Te wei ton ki. Shiape okaje te atapa ni antan akiha kini eti Wahącicige ati antan enan giwe ye tatide she anti okaje kishon kong anin eti an nikashake hi kini ye eti how ie nun jinin ke washpani hi win nation te we ton hide, mashani ni atapatan, akaspe, instawe dita antan kaye an, oshidi she, antan die conte dite ni atapatan. And he made a stride and found himself on the other side. His 2 sons came running to meet him. The woman told him, "They are going across the great water again. They would pass to the other side. They would arrive down there on earth. When the boys slept at night, the buffaloes departed. Their way was as usual. Their trail could not be discovered. Antan ehon kayeye an oshidi she antan ide kide ki asi eshi eta ita nomba kishinke giweye tani ni ta akipa ki. Washyo ninke orana ki, nike pa, akida mashani ni, atapa tan shinon, da ite, aonde teta ishe eta, da ite ti, da yo, etiasi manika, tenan sheto, jon na hantan, tiwe ninke ide, itawe akashin ani ego yubashoshi etawe sigda nantena shi on wideye. The boy crossed the great water as before, closing his eyes till he was over. They had arrived and were sitting there. "Why, he has come directly there," said they. "Look around for your wife," said they. She came to the place where the boy was standing. "Shetote dite na ni atapatan ego etoha toshitan ita instawe shon hi ehon ani asi awayanin ti antan akiha kni eti hoda E hon anin giwe onin hi eti Yahweh. Towa wenye ajie washio dita Yahweh. E han giwe ye teta ti haki sheto te anin nashin tan. When you would be completely unable to recognize me, I would move my right ear. She moved the right ear quite briskly. The next day, the buffalo had a dance. Wahącicige went to it. He changed himself into a marten and darted here and there among the buffaloes. He continued making sudden thrusts at the buffaloes. You will destroy yourself by thrusting. Stop it, said he. The buffaloes continued to fall down suddenly on their knees. He went about causing them to kill themselves by tearing themselves open over the water. Jinan, atan tan idishatan, disha I ta ibahan wiye ta min ke shakon, nan ta shakon ka wita, ehan niye nan ta shakon ka te, onian nin kehi utiti, obatan hambatan tiwe tan ani an osha, Wahącicige denin ta enan, ehon tiashi ki a an, washinka antan jaka dedo antan eti, otanti tiwe, ehon kahawakin na kaya ye, shaka inanan kionda teti tiwe, washinji nide hiki ion kion datan, wabato enan iye nan, tiwe tan kahawakin nata, obishapa de dayo nashadahi, aki ita shinon te, ehon hi ata, wade tan ta tere ki ion, disho wade ki, diski asini te. And the next thing which they will make for you will be a cannon hollowed out by a stream so deep that the bottom can hardly be reached. When you get there, say, well, my wife, here, just as you said, I will be going to you. When you say it, close your eyes and make a stride across the cannon. And the next to it, they will make for you a sharp thorns over the surface of the whole land. When you arrive, say, well, my wife, here, just as you said, I will be going to you. Ka'ike obatan tatan kotaha diate kaye diaje atan tan an mashe tanka shidoshia na ashiti ion an ni kan opui she te toshihita ukihi hanke onki jinan dishe eti Ie hao washio wita dedo hi ego ishe nan bide ta anihide di jinan ishe enan toshi instawe dita antan kaye an oshidi she mashani mashe tankatan antan obatan enanta diate kaye diaje po I kito hiasi eta intaye te okajite majan badoka jinan ti ie hao washio wita dedo hi ego ishenan bide ta ani he di. When you say it, close your eyes and make a stride over the thorns, and next to it they will make a road to the upper world and go there. When you arrive at the place, say, well, my wife, here, just as you said, I will be going to you. When you say it, close your eyes and make a stride in the air, said the woman. The woman departed and left him. She reached home and walked among the buffaloes, and buffaloes had reached their home on the other side of the water. Jinan ishe enan toshi instawe dita antan kaye an oshidishe asi kito hi te antan obatan enan ta diate kaye an osh jonke teta mashie antan etide jinan ihi tetiti ie hao washio wita dedo hi ego ishe nan bide ta ani he di jinan eshi Enan toshi instawe dita antan kaye an oshidi she keti tade iya washo ninke. Washo ninke ide antan kide. Ehan etiki antan manin ye odisha tiwe tan anin ti tetiki asi eshi eta okajite ni. The orphan came in sight again. Really? That orphan has come here, they said. He continued following his wife and child. Seek ye a difficult thing for him, said the buffaloes. And when he arrived, they made 4 female buffaloes lie in a row. Come, said they. Which one lying down is your wife? She moved her right ear very briskly. Wahanin kitan giwe ye otin shinon. Hoa, she wahanin ki anin giwe dedo iyawe. Ehon kahawakin na asian he wasyo ita antan shishika. Oteji an te shi tatan kiaje iya te we tan. Eshanehon ti nan kayawe towa te we min jantian kanti giwe. Iyawe hoa jan ihe ta wasyo dita. Ehan ye nanta shakonka eta utitihi. That one is my wife, said the orphan. Well, seek again for him a difficult thing, said the buffaloes. The next morning when the orphan awoke, he lay alone on the grass. The woman had gone with the buffaloes. The buffaloes went across a very deep cannon hollow out by a stream. Shemin tawashyo wita iya wahanin kitan. How ote shinon kia j an te shi tatan iya te we tan ekashanitan tenan wahan ninke wadishiana ehon ajo nan inte asimohi washyo ninke iya nin te we ninkawe te we tan denin mashani an opwi mashe tatan he shidoshia na shiti ion ani. The orphan reached the cannon. Closing his eyes, he said, well, my wife, here, just as you said, I will be going to you. He made a stride, and behold, he was across the cannon. Really? That orphan has come here? Seek ye again something difficult for him, they said. At length, on the morning of the next day, when the orphan awoke, he lay across on the grass. The woman had gone with the buffaloes, and they had made sharp thorns that stand all over the surface of the land. Wahanin kitan ki mashe tankate toshitan instawe ita iyenin how washyo wita dedo hi ego eshinan bide ta ani he di ehon kayeye an oshidi she antan andafe ehon anin mashani mashetanka hoa she wahan ni ke anin giwe dedo oteji shinon wakishon te shi ki aje iyawe eshan hi asi osanati okachite hamba obatan tenan wahan ninke wadishina ehon ajo nan inte asimohi washyo ninke hiyanin ninkawe te we tan antan dai anin kayeye poi kito hi dakiatin tan jania si eta intaye te okajite majon. The orphan arrived there, having said, well, my wife, here, just as you said, I will be going to you. He closed his eyes and made a stride across and had gone. Really, the orphan has come here? Seek again something difficult for him, said they. At length, on the morning of the next day, when the orphan awoke, he lay alone on the grass. The woman had gone with the buffaloes. Having made a road to the upper world, they had gone. Having gone up above, the buffaloes kept bellowing. As the road went uphill, the orphan arrived there. Well, my wife, here, just as you said, I will be going to you, said he. Wahanin kite etiki anin tan iya hao washyo wita dedo hi ego eshenan bide ta Ani he di e hon toshina. Instawe ita a tan kayeye an oshidi she mashani a tan hiyani hoa she wahani ke anigi we ote shinon wakishon te shi kia je iawe ishan hi asi osanati okajite hamba obatan tenan wahani ke wadi shina e hon a jo asimo hi washio nin ke hia nin we te we anin tan kayeye an ojon ke teta mashie da I hia nin anin tan hide moshin te we tan anin ye in te ti yakitan ego ojon ke te deni ani asi wahan nikitan etiki how washo wita de do he ego ishe none bide ta ani he di iye none. Having closed his eyes, he made a stride and departed. He went far beyond the clouds and reached the other side. Really? That orphan has come here? Make an end of your attempts. You must fail. You shall go home, said they. So they were coming down here, like from the upper world to this earth. They reached home at the bottom. Well, go ye in all directions, said they. The orphan said as follows to his wife, come, let us go home. Let us see your husband's sisters. Anin tan toshina instawe ita e hon kayeye an oshidi she antan ide e hon hi koshi kotadoshi mashipi te antan e hon ki imanta hoa she wahan nin ke aningi we de do kaye min o hon ke okaje ikin te dita utere inshi die konte kide iawe kon nikahi apapo I mashi te ta she manika da I etiki toshi hita how dawe ka ti jani akahida we tadede iawe wahan nikitan kenanta washio ita giwe ankade tea ide wakiye dishikan dita. Having gone home, he placed the child and the woman by the outside of the tent, and behold, his sister was very poor. She and her husband had been and were still apt to die from starvation. O elder sister and my sister's husband, I have come home, said he. Without any cause for complaint, the boy, our relations, went to some unknown place. We have not found him, and we are great sufferers. Anin tan hide tikide e home adaskaye inande shishika tan ka ike washio ion shiti te okajite ti antan undafe itan ke ita anin washpani hi ehan antan nika eta anin hian antan akiha kanshi kan ihide ta te I ian wapa hi o itan ke antan wahanka abanin giwe tikade iye nan nike ni ha kaya ajie wadishiha shetonin ke onkata etani de ninta kishon ibahon shiti Unkanin shi ide ki antan unkanin ke atapa ki ankadashti. It is not necessary to ridicule us, said she. Indeed, sister, I am he said. At length, his sister rubbed her eyes repeatedly with her hands and looked toward him. She recognized him. Hey, go. My dear younger brother has come home to me, she said. Your wife brother has come back, said she, having pulled at the man to attract his attention. Oh, sister, your brother's wife sits in the place out of sight holding your brother's son. Go for her, said the orphan. Enan ta shi ute da joshi onkwe iye nun ere itan ke e hon wiye atan he iye nin eshan hi itan ke ita bikana instawe eta shinon we nape we eta antan toin na taki ehan ibahon ki ego tiwali wita wishanke anigi we tikide tawi iyenin we tahan anin giwe shiada iyenin anin tan disto we na teti nikata dashio we otinkide ita o itan ke we hanka kenin ti she ti otin dishipatan we tanska de ajie eta iya wahaninke. She brought her home. Heaven brought her home. All the animals came back again and again. Did his sister's husband kill them at pleasure? And at length his sister was kind to him. Then ehan akikidi eta tikide anin tan akikidi eta tikide jani kiwajuta ke giweye shiada shinon antan shinon ekan itahan te pa ta bala antan eshon hi itan ke ita anin dashye de taki shon.